Drop it.
Hi guys, welcome to my vlog. This is Heaven, your vlogger for today.
Drop it.
Again, so let's talk about the content of this video. Okay, so the content of this video is all about the first voyage around the world by Antonio PIGAFETTA. Okay, so by the way, who is this Antonio PIGAFETTA? So do you have questions in mind? Who is this person? Actually, Antonio PIGAFETTA was born between 1480 and 1491 in Vicencio, Republic of Venice. In modern, it's called Italy. And he died in 1531, age about 40 to 50, in Vicentia, Republic of Venice. And actually, he is a Venetian, right? So there were no more ideas about Antonio PIGAFETTA because it was very far ago. You know, there's no details about him. So because of very long time, you know. Next one is who Antonio PIGAFETTA was one of the 18 men who returned to Spain in 1522 under the command of Juan Sebastian Elcano out of the
Drop it.
so sorry for that. So the approximately 240 who set out 3 years earlier. These men completed the first circumnavigation of the world. You know, they were the one who navigates the world. All right, so PIGAFETTA's surviving journal is a source for much of what is known about Magellan and Elcano's voyage. So this Antonio PIGAFETTA was the one who is writing a journal about the adventure or the journey of these travelers. You know, like Magellan, who was one of the travelers who wants to to spread this Christianism, right? So Antonio PIGAFETTA was a Venetian scholar and explorer. He joined the expedition to the Spice Island led by explorer Ferdinand Magellan under the flag of King Charles I of Spain. Alright? So next is the first voyage around the world is also a remarkable, accurate ethnographic and geographic account of the circumnavigation. Okay, so and one that has earned its reputation among modern historiographer and students of the early contacts between Europe and the East Indies. Okay, so next, so the first voyage around the world on August 10, 1519, ships departed from Seville for what was to become the first circumnavigation of the globe. Okay, so linked by fame to the name of its captain Magellan. Much of the expeditions known through the travelogue of one of the few crew members who returned to Spain was Antonio PIGAFETTA. So Antonio PIGAFETTA was the one who survived from the journey of Magellan. I mean, okay, so they were the first known Europeans to see the Great Ocean. So in this journal of Antonio PIGAFETTA, it was believed that they were the first Europeans to see the Great Oceans. Okay, so which Magellan named Mar Pacifico or Pacific, okay, or the Pacific Ocean, for its apparent peacefulness, as a stark contrast to the dangerous waters of the strait from which he had just emerged. Okay, so there are 5 ships, or the 5 Spanish fleet went to the Philippines. Okay, so number 1 is the Trinidad under Ferdinand Magellan with 55 crews, and the San Antonio under Juan de Cartagena with 60 crews. Okay, so next one is the Conception under Gaspar de Quesada with 45 crews. And the next is Santiago under Juan Rodriguez Serrano with 32 crores. Okay, so the last one is Victoria under Mendoza, which carried supplies provisions with 43 crews. Okay, so and the Santiago was a caravel, while the others were rated as carrocks. You know, carrocks. Okay, so at the end of the voyage of Antonio Pigafetta, the author of the book, was on board the Victoria. So he was on the Victoria in that moment. This was the only ship that was able to return to Spain. So this Victoria was one of the ships or the Spanish fleet returned to the to the to the Spanish or to the Spain. You know, because the Victoria was one of the survivors. You know, okay, so when Antonio Pigafetta arrived in Spain, he presented copies of his account to several high personages, including Pope Clement the Seventh, mother of King Francis the First of France, and many more. So his original diary was lost, and it is not known in what language it was written. So, you know, um, I just think of it also that this journal of Antonio Pigafetta was only a copy or was only a interpretation of what they have read before. So there were no original copy, as said in um, um, this huh, yeah. So sorry for that because I'm not very good in English. You know. Let's go on, move on. So, what is the importance or the significance of the book made by Antonio Pigafetta? So, in this, the first voyage around the world of Antonio Pigafetta, this book aids the researchers and students of today in understanding the context of Magellan expedition and how the whole Europe and the Philippines conflicted and commenced. Okay, so this first voyage around the world led the world to be more globalized society because of how other countries were revealed to the ocean, to the European countries. I mean, okay. So the next is it opened many doors for Spanish together with many other different discoveries from this expedition. So since they are traveling, of course, they will meet many people, many countries, right? So next one is business arose because of the discoveries that made up the different products. You know, there will be collaborations, and also they made the benefits. They benefit to each sides. You know, just like other businesses, you need to have partners in order to grow. All right. So next is it helped us in not knowing how the early Filipinos lived, of course, because of this travel log or journal of Antonio Pigafetta. We are able to know how the early Filipinos live. Okay, and next is, of course, because of this, we discover what religion Filipinos used to have, and they became Christians. So before that Christianity, there were, I guess it was um, Muslim type of religion in that time before Christianity began, right? That's what I found, I read. Okay, so we also find out how the first Filipinos fought and delayed the Spanish occupation by years. Okay, and next is growing up. We understand this issue just simply as the start Spanish era and Magellan being the Philippines villain without taking into debate the context and the different reasons of the expedition. Of course, that moment, the people are gathering to look for spices, to look for more spaces, to look for more lands to occupy. Of course, especially if they have the power, they have the more crew. They will invade until they got dock plates. Okay. So next, um, this first voyage around the world will help us understand how Filipinos of the past lived and how they coped when Magellan and his men came to the Philippines. Of course, they will be um, we will be knowing this facts on how they cope with the invaders, no, with Magellan. Okay, so this journal of Antonio Pigafetta was also a vital piece not only to the Philippine history but also for the world history. Of course, it will be it is very helpful and very historical, and he narrated the events that transpired in a way that gives the readers of his journal a clear picture of what it was like to be part of the first voyage around the world. So that ends the story of the first voyage of Antonio Pigafetta. So what do you think is the most important part of this um, content? I guess the most important part of this um, content is about why they um, why they invade, and of course it is very important to know everything about history. So that was all about. Okay, so that ends my vlog for this day. So I guess you've learned a lot, and please do not forget to like and click the share button. Again, this is Heaven, and welcome to my vlog. This ends now. Bye bye.